students, hi everyone. Okay, so let's start with today's class. So in today's class, we are going to solve the question that you're seeing right now on the screen. So I have already shared this question with you all on Discord channel. If you have already done that, and most of the students have done, they have shared the link of the solution with me. I have seen that. Then it's really good. Otherwise, if you're not able to do that, no problem. I'm here. I'll be going to solve this problem. First of all, I'm going to explain you the problem and how to approach the solution of this problem, and later on I will also help you in understanding the algorithm, and then I'm going to write the code in Java language. You can just prefer any language that you want. Okay, so let's start first. So if you will see the question very nicely, then you can understand that here what we have to do is we have to count the number of occurrences of a substring 1. So this is our first substring. So we have basically two strings, okay, str1 and str2. You can see over here, and we have to see how many times s1 is coming in s2. So here geeks is coming two times. One is this, like geeks, and another geeks is this, right? So two times there is geeks in the main string. So we have to output the number of times when this word str1, or you can say str1, is existing in str2. Okay, here you can see that the length of the str1 will be from 0 to 100, and similarly the length of the string 2 will be 0 to 100. Okay, so here what you can do is, the first thing that like few students asked me on the Discord channel was that if the length of str1, okay, the length of str1 will be greater than str2. In that case, what will be the output? Obviously, because in this case the length of the str1 is greater than the length of the str2, so we cannot say that string 2 is having any substring which is equal to string 1, right? So in that case, what you have to return is, you have to return 0. When there is no substring, then in that case you can return 0. Okay, but when it is, then you have to return the number of strings. So this was the answer for the question that most of the students asked, that what will be the case when the length of the str1 will be greater than the length of str2. Okay, now here what you can do is, first of all, to find this condition, what you have to do is you have to find the length of both these strings. Okay, so I'm going to have two variables. One will be n1, okay, and another will be n2. Okay, n1 will store the length of str1 dot length. Okay, so we use length function to find the length of this string 1, and also to find the length of string 2, we are going to use str dot length. Okay, length function. Okay, so this is how we find the length of string 1 and string 2, okay, at the same time. Now the next thing that we have to see is, the first, this is the first step, that to find the length of both the strings. The next thing is to check if the length of a string 1 is greater than string 2. So if basically n1 is greater than n2, then in that case what you have to do is you have to return 0. Okay, so basically if the length of string 1 is greater than length of string 2, that means there is no substring, because our string 1 is so big that there is no possibility that we'll have a substring in s2 of that sort. Okay, so in that case you have to return 0. Okay, the next thing we have to see is, now the next condition will be when we can find some substring. Basically ये तो border conditions हो गए. Now we have to see how we have to write the code so that we can find the substring. So basically it's very simple. I would say अगर आप Python में करोगे तो और simple है. But let's see how we can do is in this, do this in Java language. Okay, so in Java language, what you are going to do is you are going to have a for loop for int I equal to 0. I will start from 0. I will be less than. So अब हमारा I loop str2 को हम iterate करेंगे, and कितना iterate करेंगे. Basically अगर मैं बोल रही हूँ कि जैसे कि इस example में GeeksforGeeks में last word भी हमारा geeks है, so what I want is कि मेरा I यहाँ तक ही जाए, G तक, because ये वाला part substring में आ जाएगा, right? So मैं क्या करूँगी, I should be less than n2. हम n2 में सर्च करें, n2 minus n1 plus 1. Why I am doing this? क्योंकि if I will come to this point and मैं यहाँ से substring निकालूंगी till the end, तो क्या होगा मेरा उस केस में, मैं ये कह सकती हूँ कि मुझे सिर्फ यहीं तक आना है, ठीक है, बिकॉज N2 की जो लेंथ होगी उतना तो हम आगे बढ़ ही जाएंगे, ठीक है. सो I प्लस प्लस. Now, the next thing is to find the substring. अब आप substring कैसे find करोगे? See, अगर आप geeks for geeks, अगर आप इस पे substring find करने लगोगे, i आपका यहाँ पे मान लो i is equals to 0, तो ये तो पूरा दे देगा. So आप substring में एक तो आपको पूरी नहीं चाहिए, आपको 2 इंडेक्स पास करनी पड़ेगी. हमने functions पढ़े थे, अलग अलग functions that we have in Java. So there is a function of substring like str.substring, जिसमें आप इंटायर जो दोगे तो i से लेके j तक की आपके पास जो सबस्ट्रिंग होगी वो आपको रिटर्न हो जाएगी. सो i के इंडेक्स तो आपको पता चल गई. अब आपको jth इंडेक्स कैसे पता करनी है? सो व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू इज str डॉट सबस्ट्रिंग. सो i कॉमा सेकेंड इंडेक्स कैसे पता चलेगी आपको? i प्लस n2. ओके, i प्लस n2 विल गिव यू, I plus N2 will basically give you what? It will give you this thing. I से N2 आप ऐड कर दोगे तो यहाँ तक की मिल जाएगी, ठीक है. बेसिकली N2 तक ऐड करोगे तो यहाँ पे आएगा. इफ बेसिकली N2 की वैल्यू कितनी है? N2 की वैल्यू है 0 1. N2 की वैल्यू 1 2 3 4 5, राइट. दिस इज 0. 0 प्लस 5 इज 5, राइट. सो 0 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 is this and we want till 4, right? We want the substring from 0 till 4, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to get this substring I comma I plus N2. We are going to check. Now after getting this substring we are going to check if it is equals. Okay, let me write it over here. Let me just, what I'll do is I will not write over here, I'll write down, ठीक है. dot equals, हम equals मेथड का यूज करेंगे. एंड किसकी इक्वल होनी चाहिए? str. सी दिस इज str2 str1, ठीक है. हमारी सब स्ट्रिंग str1 की इक्वल होनी चाहिए इफ दिस कंडीशन इज ट्रू, ठीक है. इफ अब आपने इक्वल्स लगा दिया फाइनली तो आपको ट्रू या फॉल्स में आंसर मिलेगा. इफ दिस कंडीशन इज ट्रू देन व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू इज वी आर गोइंग टू इंक्रीज आवर काउंट. हम एक काउंट वेरिएबल बनाएंगे एंड उसको हम प्लस प्लस करके इंक्रीज कर देंगे. हम इनिशियली एक काउंट वेरिएबल बनाएंगे जिसको हम इनिशियली 0 से इनिशियलाइज कर देंगे एंड देन व्हेनेवर वी विल फाइंड अ सबस्ट्रिंग हम उसको काउंट को प्लस प्लस कर देंगे एंड देन लेटर ऑन एट द एंड व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू इज वी आर जस्ट गोइंग टू रिटर्न दिस काउंट. ओके, सो आई होप ये चीज समझ में आई होगी. इफ एनीवन इज हैविंग एनी डाउट in this whole thing, if anyone is having any doubt in understanding the algorithm of this question, you can just write down to me on Discord channel. I'll be more than happy to take your doubts over there. The link of the Discord channel will be in the description box, so don't forget to connect over there. And also not just for doubts, I post these questions very frequently on the Discord channel and I give you guys time to solve this problem by yourself. If you are not able to do that, then I will later on I just post the solution of that particular question on YouTube channel. So don't forget to check the Discord channel, just connect with me over there. That will be really helpful for you all. Now let's do one thing, let's just write the code over here. So what I'm going to do is मैं एक दूसरा function बनाऊंगी जहाँ से I can find this. So let me just write the function definition, public static int, because we are going to return the integer. And let me just name this function as find, ठीक है. So here what we are going to have string 1 and string 2, string str1 and string str2. Okay, now what we have to do is the first step is to find the length of both the strings. So int n1 equal to str1 dot length, right, and int n2 is equals to str2 dot length. ठीक है, we have found the length of both the strings. Now the next thing is मैं यहाँ पे मैं ये मान रही हूँ कि my str1 is geeks and str2 is geeks for geeks. Okay, so हम इस तरीके से मान लेते हैं, ठीक है. So let me just do one thing, मैं यहाँ पे लिख देती हूँ both the strings so that there will be no confusion. Okay, not int str1 equal to, let's just do str1 हो गई हमारी geeks for geeks, ठीक है, and string str2 equal to geeks. ओके सो ये मेरी दोनों स्ट्रिंग्स हो गई एंड व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू इज यहाँ पे मैं फंक्शन को कॉल करूँगी फाइंड एंड आई एम गोइंग टू पास दीज टू स्ट्रिंग्स, सो str1 comma str2. okay, this will basically return the value. okay, अब the first thing that we have to do is we have to first let's just make the count also. count is equals to 0. now the first step is to check कि अगर str2 की value बड़ी है str1 से length, then in that case we are not going to get any answer. so in that case let's just write the code for that. so we are going to have a if condition. if str2 की length क्या है, n2 is greater than n1. हम इक्वल टू नहीं लगाएंगे क्योंकि इक्वल टू के केस में भी कंडीशन हो सकती है कि आपको आंसर मिल जाए. ठीक है, यहाँ से आप क्या करोगे, आप यहाँ से रिटर्न काउंट कर दोगे और यू कैन जस्ट रिटर्न 0 ऑल्सो. ओके, नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है, एल्स नाउ लेट्स जस्ट राइट द कोड फॉर एल्स. एल्स में व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू इज यू आर गोइंग टू हैव अ फॉर लूप. यू विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 0 int I is equals to 0, I is less than n. okay, यहाँ पे I had made a few changes. let's see अगर आप लोग को याद हो, I is less than n1 minus n2 plus 1. ठीक है, why I'm doing this, I'm just checking कि I'm just making sure कि extra iterations ना हो, क्योंकि सबस्ट्रिंग अगर आपको चाहिए तो लास्ट आपको इंडेक्स जो है वो सबस्ट्रिंग की कहाँ मिल सकती है, n1 माइनस n2 इंडेक्स पे, राइट, n1 माइनस n2 इंडेक्स पे. ठीक है, सो दैट्स वाई, एंड मैं बस +1 फॉर सिक्योरिटी इस चीज को ले रही हूँ. सो यस, एंड द लास्ट थिंग विल बी i प्लस प्लस. ठीक है, now here we are going to again have a if condition. if now str2, okay, str1 dot substring str1 dot substring कहाँ से कहाँ तक, i से लेके i plus n2, right, i plus n2, if that is equals, so what I'm going to do is dot equals to what, str2, right. so in this case what I'm going to do is I'm going to just increase the count plus plus, right. if this is the condition, जब आपको आपकी सबस्ट्रिंग इक्वल मिल जाएगी str2 से, तो आप काउंट को प्लस प्लस कर दोगे. ठीक है, now let's just at the end return count. ठीक है, so I guess it's done. let's just run and let's see the output. okay, you can see the output is 2. okay, so I hope that it's pretty much clear, and that's it for today's video. if you have any doubt, please connect on Discord and ask over there, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.